Alrighty. Hello everyone, 01 of 1 here. So I've kind of been playing a little bit. I did some scouting on some of the nearby asteroids, just trying to figure out, what's here. I did find that asteroid over there has 2 large deposits of platinum, which is awesome. So I'm probably going to be going over there. As you can see from here, I extended my small ship docks to 4. And they're all set up basically the same as this one under here, so I can build in the same basic format. Okay, so other things that I've done, you can see that the hydrogen tank here is now completely empty, as well as this one. And you might not be able to see it in here, but you can see that these ones now have a lot of hydrogen in them, right? And then we have an enemy over there, but that's tier 5, so there's no way in hell I'm going anywhere near that thing because it would destroy me like before I even got close. So the other thing that I did with this ship, if we walk in here, is you can see that all of the batteries are now discharged all the way. And so what I'm actually going to be doing with this guy is disassembling the whole thing. I know I put a lot of work into it just to get off of Pertam, but at this point, I don't really need it. I've got pretty much everything that I need here. I've got all kinds of batteries. Like these ones are all the way full. And then I went in here and I built even more batteries. So these ones, I put these in here the wrong way, so I have to rebuild them. So these are just kind of going and doing their last little bit of discharging. Are you? Yeah, you're draining too. Okay, good to go. So yeah, I want them to be in this orientation with the bars up at the top and the thing on the side, but instead of like in the middle. So I just gotta rebuild them real quick, put a little message here, and then this is glass under here just to give it a little bit of protection from the outside. Yeah, I haven't really done too much else beside that. So what we're going to do now is make it so that way my build and repair units can disassemble this whole thing. So we are going to switch this lock off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into this guy here, because right now it has no power. And we're going to take all of the things. I just want to make sure that this is... Okay, so I don't think this has anything else that is on the station. I don't think. Yeah, I think this is just everything on the ship. Okay, and then I'm going to transfer the owner to nobody. And then that will make all of the blocks become neutral blocks, which should then trigger the build and repair units to start disassembling. Yeah, and I can hear it right now. So they are doing their thing. This should be held in place for at least a little while by the magnet there. You can see it is moving around a little bit, but yeah, so hopefully that won't go too crazy and it will stay roughly in the same position. It is going to take a while to break down. So as long as we're waiting for that, I'm going to go and get some of that platinum. Oh, but I have to turn these things off of... You'll see what I mean. I can't think of the word right now. Also, I did upgrade my stuff. I think I did that in the last episode, so you guys probably saw that. Okay, so we're going to turn the stockpile of this off. And let's see. Okay, so these are all good now. So I'm going to take these out as long as I'm here. Get them rebuilt because that's going to take time too. Okay, and we'll let all those get collected. Okay. Get this guy off and get this guy off. Okay, good to go. How's this guy doing? Fully depleted in 2 minutes. Okay. And then I'm just going to put these batteries back in the right orientation. So not that, but this. There we go. And then also these have to go back in the correct orientation as well. We're going to put these onto recharge. So that way the batteries that are currently on discharge aren't going to be pulling from these as soon as they get built up. Okay. And then this guy. And that guy. Okay. We are going to need a lot of power cells. So we've got 3180 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 320. No, 640. So we will do 1,000 and just kind of make them up. So let's go do that real quick. Okay, so it already disabled the ship's assemblers and probably the refinery too, which is good. We're going to do 1,000 of those. And I think right now this guy is powering everything. It's kind of funny, actually. And we should be fully depleted now. Okay, good to go. Let's get this guy out. All right, and then wait for that to get picked up. And then we need this to go on there like that. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna take all of the batteries. And we do have a lot of them. And we're going to put them all onto auto. Okay. And then the battery on the mole is probably completely dead because I forgot to put that one on recharge. Whoops. Oh wait, no, it always was on recharge, so we're good there. I also built a couple more guns down here, as you can see, and then I kind of built out this, that way it looks more rounded, I guess. So I like the way that looks. And then I'm going to be building this out this way, so that way we can get some more docks in here. And then as this thing gets kind of taken apart, kind of want to see like what's been taken apart so far. I'm not sure. I know that a lot of the things... Okay, I thought those would have been taken apart. Maybe not. It's also possible that the build and repair unit down here can't... No, it should be able to reach that far. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I can't tell what's being used or what's being taken apart in here. It doesn't look like anything's really been taken apart. Okay, so all the gyroscopes are gone. So that was a lot of steel plates. Okay, seriously? Yeah, all these ones are gone too, so that's good. I'm not hearing anything being taken apart. And I realize that it's really, really dark in here, so we'll turn that on. I would have expected the batteries to be taken out next, but apparently not. And I still don't hear anything like being taken apart, so I wonder what it's actually doing. Like, I don't think it's actually doing anything. And then these should be completely empty, and they are. Good. So maybe I'll just start taking this thing apart myself. Okay, apparently that was still pressurized or something. Something got blowed up. I don't know. If there's anything left in here, that'll all get picked up. At least it should all get picked up. Is this stuff not getting picked up? No, because it picked up this stuff. Maybe it's just slow. I know that those still probably had oxygen in them, but I'm not too worried about that because we do have the oxygen farms. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Wonder what's going on with the build and repair systems. It should be collecting stuff. I can always build another one down here. That way I'll know that it's, you know, in there correctly. Or has the right range. And then I can always get rid of this later. And we're just going to turn that on right away. Oh, unless it's not set to float. Which is possible. Should be set to float though. Oh, it's not set to float. Okay. There we go. So that should work. Now we should start grabbing everything and it should start taking everything apart. We want this to be... Okay, so it won't let me do that. Alright, and then we'll throw this one into float mode as well. By float mode, I mean fly mode. And then I think we need to set this up to be grind if weld gets stuck. Yeah. Okay. So that'll work there. We'll slowly start taking all this apart. Hopefully it'll start actually picking up the pieces in here. Apparently my energy is critical, so I should probably go and recharge. Yeah, I can hear like everything just clanking around everywhere. It's kind of funny actually. Okay, and we are now fully charged. All right, so I need to make sure that that stays there because that's kind of what's anchoring the whole ship into position. And it still isn't picking up all of these little pieces inside. Okay, what am I stuck on right now? Can you get unstuck, please? Thank you. All right, and then this guy has got to get taken apart. And this guy. Okay, so that'll be a lot of pieces and parts there. Okay. I'm trying to grind this door and it's grinding like everything except for the door. This is kind of hilarious actually. Can we grind the door now? That was kind of ridiculous. Okay. All the time I spent working on this thing. All right. All right. Ooh, ice. Yeah, that was my my ice box right there. Okay, so I think this is kind of making its way. Looks like it took apart all the batteries now. Most of the batteries, some of the batteries, I guess. I don't know. It's whatever, I guess. I could make this go a little bit faster by building another build and repair unit, which probably makes sense. We'll get that going that way. And then we want to make sure this thing turns on right away. And then we want this to be in fly mode. There we go. So that should help kind of break this down a little bit faster. And I'll just kind of let that do that for a little while. And then I think we'll head over there and grab some platinum. So let's see. We want to restock this with hydrogen. Takes a long time to fill up, actually. Okay, so we're good there. We will turn that on, and then fly away. All right. So we need to go over to that guy. Yeah. And we have very fast acceleration. Looks like there's an asteroid pretty close over there on the left side that I could look at. And then another thing that I am going to need before I can start making thruster components is gold. I was not able to find any yet, but there's still a lot of asteroids around here that I haven't looked at, so we'll see what we can find, I guess. All right, so we'll slow down a little bit, kind of get ourselves around. Okay, so there's platinum right there up on the surface, platinum over there on the side. So you can see that like these are actually pretty big deposits, right? It's like all of this right here, this is all just straight platinum. And then there's another one up there too that I can get at. And then you can see my little tiny bit, my little hole that I dug kind of right there. That was just me coming over here and drilling. So let's go ahead. And then I'm not sure what it is, but like the more noble elements like gold or platinum or silver, like it takes a lot longer to fill up the cargo than it does with like stone or ice or iron or something like that. It's kind of weird. And that is my dryer telling me that it's done. But yeah, we're pretty much getting straight platinum out of this, so we're going to have a lot of platinum when we head back. Okay. And you can see this is like a huge deposit. Like once we back away a little bit, you'll see like how little I've actually taken out of this. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. And then the only bad thing about getting the platinum now is that I still don't have those yield modules on the refineries, but I need to find gold before I can make those. So kind of don't really have too much of a choice here. Man, if only I had like this much platinum like easily available in like my other space station location. I think it's on Europa. I mean, that would be amazing. Because I think over there, like, we were able to find gold, so... What do you think? You think that'll be good for now? Not quite all the way full, but just about there. Yeah, I think that'll be good for now. Let's back out very, very carefully. Okay, so we put a decent sized hole in there, right? But like if you look closer, like that's not even a quarter of what's there. It's ridiculous, like how much platinum is actually here. And that's not even the only one. Like there's another one on this asteroid. I think it's somewhere. Is it there? Yeah, there's another platinum thing up there. So it's ridiculous. Okay, so now we need to go back to the station, which I think is there. You can actually see things like getting torn up. That's weird. And we are much slower to accelerate this way, but that's fine. All right, so there is one thing that I wanted to try doing. I did try doing it in chapter 1 of the series, where I tried making like a train type of thing. And I think that was done with ion thrusters, I believe. But it was like a train that had like a little mounting pad for like a little drill thing, and it also had large storage containers. So you could like basically drive the entire train over to a node and like just sit there and mine until you fill everything up and then drive the entire train back. So I think I want to try doing something like that here. I think it would work out pretty well. We're going to start slowing down because we are very, very, very heavy. And let's drop down a little bit. All right. Okay, you are going way too fast. And I think we should miss that. Yep, okay. Yeah, you can see that's just getting torn apart right there. So, did that split into two pieces? It did. That is hilarious. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy settled. And then I just want to take a look real quick at how much platinum we actually got. So that's 2.7311, so that's 5.8. And 9 is going to be 14.9. It's going to be 24, 29, 38. And 14 is what, 52? It's 52,000 platinum right now. That's a lot. But yeah, so let's get ourselves kind of in here. And I also got rid of some of those floating rocks around here because they were a little close and I wasn't completely comfortable with them right there. All right. And we should be somewhat close. There we go. Alrighty. So then we will connect, turn that off, turn that on, and we are good to go. All right. How are we doing over here? We are ripping apart a lot of stuff, which is good. Okay, it took out all the glass already, so that's good. Looks like it's working on some of the blocks as well. Interesting. I'm surprised it hasn't taken out the large thrusters yet. I mean, it looks like it's taken out some stuff, but the fact that it hasn't taken out the thrusters is kind of weird. But yeah. You can actually change the order that it, or yeah, like what it'll take apart first. You can actually change that in the build and repair menus. So in case you want to, useful. We want to put this, all of this stuff. So this is locked, so that's why everything's just kind of gathering in here and it's not moving anywhere. But we do actually want this to go somewhere. So we'll throw that in there, have this sorter, kind of sort everything, and we are good to go. All right, so let's see what we have for pieces and parts so far. 18,000 steel plates. Okay, that's a lot. 9,000 construction components, 3,000. Like we have a lot of stuff. All right. Let's see. Do I want to help this out or no? Kind of don't really want to, honestly. Okay. So what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to prepare the dock out this way. Is that moving? Kind of looks like it's moving. So let's just kind of build it out, get a good idea of where we want stuff to go. Let's see, plate, grab a couple hundred of these. And then we'll just kind of start building out. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so then from here, okay, so we want 12 in between, right? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do this, do that. I need interior plates though. Okay. Okay, we have 8,000. I think that's gonna be enough. Okay, and then we'll put that there. And then we'll build this out going this way. So it is going to weld these up first before it continues to take that apart. So I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, but okay. So now from here, we need to get some of our roundedness going. All blocks rounded, yes. Okay. And then because we're going to have this go out and branch, I think we want this to go like that. Yes. Okay. And then we'll have this go like that. And then this we'll just make as solid blocks going across. All right, and then we will put in these blocks. And that's just to make sure that this whole thing kind of like holds together. And then we need to put in one of these blocks like that. And we'll throw in another one over here because we're going to need it. And then we'll go into these blocks and put them over here going this way. Okay. Then we'll throw in some blocks here. And then I'm going to put in another one of these because we're probably going to put another Gatling turret under here. So we might as well throw that in here. Okay, that'll work. And then we need the weird corner pieces. No, not those ones. These ones. Yes. Okay. And that can kind of go in there like that. And then you should have... Oh, wait, no, you're not going to have any ammo because you're not actually connected to the system yet. So that's fine. Okay, so now that we've got the bottom piece kind of in there, we can get rid of these ones. All right, and then we need the rounded, these things. And we'll start stringing these kind of along to make the connections here. All right. And then once this thing is all taken apart, we will take that one out. We'll leave the one below it though, because it is going to be useful to have, you know, a few of these out here, just to make things go a little bit faster. We still have a big chunk of this thing to go. A couple big chunks. All right, so that can go there. We will throw on these in each of the directions here. And we'll throw in these blocks here. So that'll work. All right, so now we've got that kind of started. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to need to do is these. And these are decorative, but they also serve the purpose of making sure that the catwalks stay in place. It would be nice if they actually emitted light, but I mean, I think it looks kind of cool just as is. Okay, so then we need the catwalk. Construction components, okay. Okay, components, we'll grab a bunch of those. All right, so let's try this again. Oh, you did not go in there the right way. Okay. No, I need you to spin. There we go. And then, no, we actually do want one in there too. Okay. And the reason why I'm not putting these on this block is because if we have this going this way as well, then I can only put these on one side. I can't put them on like two sides. So it'll just kind of mess with the patterns. So if I just don't put anything here, this block is holding in this block, so it still works. But yeah, and I think it gives it kind of like a nice look. You know what I mean? Okay. Would it be faster if I help this along? I mean, I would assume so. But I also have to keep in mind that this is in a gravity field. So as soon as I get into the gravity field, which is going to be here. Okay, so I should be able to get rid of this, grind down this entire section. And all the pieces and parts should float instead of falling because no gravity. Okay. All right, and we need to get a quick recharge in. Oh, also I kind of enclosed this and put a light here, in case you guys didn't notice that. How we doing on, we're at 68% power, so that's good. All right, so let's recharge real quick. There we go. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Why was this pressurized? Shouldn't have been pressurized. It's weird. It might have been because I went through here too fast one time, and so I mean, that's good. That means this can actually hold a seal. Interesting. All right. Let's see, we'll just keep on going down the edge here. All right, so that's that. And the reason why I'm kind of helping this out is because the build and repair systems grinding function is only as fast as a tier 1 grinder. So this tier 3 grinder that I've got is a lot faster than what the build and repair units can do. All right. And this thing is just kind of going to town. I mean, I don't need to help it, I suppose, but I don't know. I think it might be because I'm bored and I have to make this go out for an hour, so I'm just trying to do something, anything really. I could go and do some more scouting actually. Maybe I can find some gold. So we'll throw this back in there. Good on food and water. All right, where have I not gone? That one. Okay, so here we go. Oh man, I'm sore. I went for a bike ride earlier today. Not one of my long ones, just kind of like a short one, like 7 miles. So nothing too crazy. And the reason why I didn't go for a longer one is because my muscles are still kind of sore. I do a lot of biking, so, just trying to keep myself in shape. And yeah, so last weekend I think I did 34 miles. It took me about 3 hours, so I was averaging a little over 11 miles per hour on the bike, so it wasn't going like super fast. I can get up to 16 on a flat stretch. But yeah, so this is, a lot of kind of going slow, going against the wind, going up hills, down hills, all kinds of stuff. And, after a while you just get really, really tired because like you're just using your muscles too much. So I don't know if I should have gone for the bike ride today, but I feel like I needed to do something because, you sit around and you don't do anything, then eventually you start gaining weight and no one likes that. Okay, so that time I switched to the drill and it didn't drift up. Okay. All right, so let's see what, if anything, is on this guy. And we also have these little guys too. Okay, what is this? This looks like ice. A little bit of ice. Okay. GPS, asteroid, ice. There we go. Finding more ice is always a good thing, because ice kind of determines whether you live or die out here, especially if you're using the daily needs mod. But I need to see if there's anything else on here or if it's just the ice. What is this? No, it's just a shadow. Okay, well that's not fun. Are there any caves? That looks like it's another shadow there. We do have a crevice. Is there anything down here? No. Okay, so this asteroid looks like it's pretty boring, unfortunately. I was hoping I might find like some gold like buried in one of these things, but apparently not. What are we at? 61% energy. Okay, so I did find silicon. Silicon. Okay. It's basically the same color as everything else, so, but silicon I don't really need because you can get that out of stone. Asteroid silicon. Okay, so I'm gonna call this one kind of, I don't know, there's not really much here. A lot of stone. I mean, stone's good, I guess, if you're trying to build stuff. All right. Okay, so if our base is over there and we want to go, okay, so we check that one, we could check this one. So we'll head over there next. I think this one is really far away though. So I'm gonna have to be careful, or quick I should say, with my investigation of this one because I am gonna have to get back. And this one does look like it's pretty far away, so. Oh, light, I can turn the light off. I don't need that. Save a little bit of power that way. Alright, so we're about 8.5 kilometers from the base, which is fine, I guess. Going at 110, you usually lose like 1% of your battery, like for every kilometer that you go. At least I think that's roughly what it is. But it's usually a good idea to go a little bit beyond that. So like assume that you're going to use like 2% per, and then I can see that ship down there. Yeah, it's like right there. like right in the middle of the crosshairs. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of like flashing a little bit. So I might go over there and see what that is too, depending on how much power I have left. But I'm hoping that one of these things has gold, because I do need it. Looks like there might be something there, or that could also just be shadow. It's hard to tell. I think that might just be shadow. I don't know, it looked a little reddish. Yeah, it looks like that was just shadow. Okay. Good to go. So let's see what this guy has. Anything? 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 Doesn't look like it. I'm looking for just obvious signs of something on the surface here. And we are really close to the planet here, so I need to be very, very careful that I don't go into a gravity well, because my hydrogen will drain very, very quickly and I will be dead. And this is a very large asteroid. But it doesn't look like there's anything in here. It's just stone. This one's kind of boring. I was hoping for something at least a little entertaining. Let's get a little closer to the surface, see if we can pick anything below the surface. Does not appear to be so. Yeah, this one's just really boring. Okay. Have I been down here? I don't know. It's like a pretty deep valley here. Anything? Anything? No? Nothing? At all? It looks like this is just a stone asteroid. So we're going to mark this one as being stone. That way I know not to come here. GPS asteroid stone. All right. And then, let's see, we need to go. Okay, so we don't want to go that way. Okay, so the space station is that way. And the Mayday is over there. So we're going to go check that out a little bit, since it's kind of sort of on the way. And we're not going to get close enough to get shot at. But you can see it kind of flickering, kind of like right there, in between the cursors. Or in the crosshairs, I guess. So we'll see what that is. If it's a small ship and it doesn't have like any kind of defenses on there, then maybe I'll say hi. But let's just kind of see what this is real quick. That looks like a small ship, actually. But does it have guns? That is the question. And it could also be booby trapped too, which would kill me very quickly. It does look like it's small grid. It looks like the power isn't on. So maybe we'll take this back. But I do have to worry about the Gatlings because they will shoot at this thing. Or maybe I could just like put a marker here and say, hey, this ship is here. That might be a good idea too. But yeah, I have no idea if this thing is actually, okay, and that is supposed to be connected to something, but apparently it's not. Let's see, what does this say? I have 2 hours of oxygen left. Let's hope anyone will find me before it's too late. If not, well, my ship is an old one, but still good. Hope it brings you more luck. I should have taken the ice for the something. DESS something. Okay. And we are getting low on power. Okay, so we are going to mark this as a small ship. So let's see, GPS, rec, small ship. All right, and then from here, we will head back, which should be over here. Right where you can see all of the, looks like flames or lightning or something like that. Okay. So maybe I'll come out and collect that thing. I think I would have to grind some of it down and transfer ownership to myself, and then change the build and repair units to grind to hack only. And then once I bring it in, and I have to turn off the Gatlins as well, then it'll grind everything down to hack, and as long as I control at least one block, it won't disassemble the whole thing. And then from there, it should rebuild everything. At least I think that's how that works. I don't know. Yeah, we are at 18%. And I think after this, I'm going to get some lunch. It's going to be a late lunch. It's like 1:30 right now, but meh. Food is food, right? Okay. So let's hop back in here. Okay, and then this ship is just about torn apart, which is good. And then I'm going to go recharge real quick. And we'll just hop in here for now, I think. Cryopods are slower for regenerating, or recharging, I should say. But, I mean, they work, so I'm not too mad about it. Alright, so good to go. Let's head back out here. And we'll just kind of help it out a little bit. Just kind of get the last of this in there, and then we'll see what kind of materials we've got out of it. I'm sure we have a lot, so... Okay, so there's that. All right, good to go. So we'll get rid of this guy here. And we need to go back with, I'm probably gonna need interior blocks though. Oh, I have some, okay. Good to go. We'll just kind of throw those in there for now. My body location apparently is still floating here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so then we need the rounded cargo stuffs. All right. We'll throw that there, and then we'll get some catwalk plates. Don't recall if I had any components in my inventory. Apparently I do. All right. So that is that, and then this guy should have pulled in some ammunition, and it did. Good to go. All right. So, this is pretty much what we got now. So big ship is out of the way. That should help things look better. We'll throw that in there, and then I'm going to go drop off the waste products. Recycle them into food, because that's what you do in space. All right, and then we'll throw that in there, that in there. And we'll call it good. Don't know where those are shooting. Oh, they're coming down there. Okay. But yeah, so we have kind of a continuation of our dock. We have 4 landing pads over there for small vehicles. We've got our power and oxygen generation over here. I'm going to extend this out, probably make a couple of small pads on either side here, and then maybe extend this out again. And then I still have to build kind of like the upper area here, so that'll be something that I'll work on. But yeah, I still haven't found gold. Need to find gold, so I'm probably going to do some more scouting off camera. And then hopefully, when I get to the next episode, we'll have some gold to go and get. I think we're going to stop this one a little bit before an hour. I don't want to, bore you guys with just me walking around and looking at stuff, but let's see. How are we on a charge? 69%. Nice. How are we here? 99%. Okay. Get her done. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go into the inn, take a nap, and then we'll call it good for this episode. All right. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. And I'll see you then. Have a good one.